Teachers will start our session exactly at 11:34. Yes, educators, welcome back to day 3, session 2. Quick 20 seconds. Everybody, please settle down, turn on your camera so that we can start our session. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope you all enjoyed your break. And now, without wasting much time, I'm going to share my screen and we are going to observe the last part of the demo. Or sorry, the SparkX is remaining. So what is the SparkX? Let's see. Give me one quick minute, teachers. Yeah. Okay, maybe a message in the chat box. If it is visible, that would really, really help me. Is the screen visible to all of you? Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, teachers. So what is this SparkX video? Today, what we are going to do is, it's a demo class. We will be able to see that how this SparkX video is created, but we will be able to see it only how it looks on the teacher's LMS. That is the teacher's learning management system. But we will not be able to see how it looks on the student's LMS, because you'll have to guide your learners that now we are going to create a SparkX video. Okay, it's a 1-minute video which the child creates and it gives them a lot of confidence to face the camera. And it is a very, very good feature which attracts the parents that, even in the demo class, a video was recorded for my child. He got a lot of confidence. So in today's class, we'll see how it looks on the teacher's LMS. But tomorrow, again, we are going to see how it looks on the student's LMS as well. Okay, so let me start this particular video, teachers. And I'll keep on explaining. I'll pause and I'll try to explain and give you as much information as possible.
To use it, I will give you the topics and probably your mother can also help.
Okay, teachers. So if you observe, you see this is how your LMS would look like. This is the teacher's LMS and not the student's LMS. So this is how your LMS would look like. Just below the batches, there are few people waiting in the room. Just let me admit all of them. Yeah. So you see this
Ma'am,
button. Yes.
ma'am, I'm Marita.
Yes, Marita.
Ma'am, I'm not able to see your slide actually.
On top of your page, the toolbar, you'll see Shilpa Jain's video. Please click there and
I cannot see your face also.
you need to work on the settings. Maybe one of the teachers, because how it looks on your dashboard, maybe you can explain it. Kritika, would you like to explain it to her?
Yes, that's not a problem. I can explain it to her. Marita, could you repeat your problem again, please?
She's not able to see me,
Actually,
neither the video. So one thing, Marita, first try to pin me up. Yeah.
Marita, your video is off as well. Are you having issues with your video?
I guess so. No, I have switched on my video and my mic. Both are on over here for
Achha,
me.
in that case, Marita, that is a technical glitch because even we are not
Mm,
able to see you, Marita.
we can't see you. Shilpa, do you think it would help if she exited the room and re-entered?
Maybe with a different device, that would really help you, Marita. Maybe you're facing some issues with
Okay,
your camera. So maybe you can log out. I'll admit you. Don't worry. I'm here. I'll admit you as soon as you give a request again.
okay. All right, ma'am. I'll leave and rejoin.
Yeah. Okay. So teachers, here you see this SparkX button. You need to click on this SparkX button. You need to create that excitement in your child that, okay, we are going to create a video now. And you need to click on this SparkX button. As soon as you click on the SparkX button, this window would pop up on your screen where it would ask you to enter 3 topics of your choice. What I used to do is, see, we have taught the child about emotions, body language, hand gestures. So rather than giving a topic like pollution, global warming, safety issues in India or something like that, I give them very simple topics related to emotions, like talk about a happy event, talk about the best birthday gift that you have received, talk about a time when you were sad. That evokes the emotions in the child. Okay, you can also ask the child, we have learned about different emotions. Which topic would you like to speak on? And maybe the child says that I want to speak about my birthday. We know it would involve a lot of happy emotions. So give that topic number 1, happy event, 2 and 3 of your choice, but it should be related to emotions, teachers. Okay. So enter 3 topics As soon as you enter the 3 topics and click on OK button, a window would appear on the child screen which would say it's time to Spark X. You will not be able to see this today. We will be doing that tomorrow, but I'm explaining. It would say that it's time to Spark X. Okay. And then the child needs to click on the Spark X button on his screen. Don't worry, the LMS of the child will not have so many tabs and buttons. There would only be the SparkX button. So it would be very easy for you to guide your learners that see the red button, SparkX button, click on that particular button. Once the child clicks on that SparkX button, the 3 topics would again appear on the child screen. The topics that you have given to the child. The child needs to choose any one topic and then he needs to prepare himself on that particular topic. Okay. And when the child selects a topic and clicks on OK button, teachers please write down 4 buttons would appear on the child screen. What are the 4 buttons? Start, stop, upload, preview. I would repeat myself. Start, stop, upload, preview. So once the child is ready with the topic, again, remember you have to give preparation time. You can ask the child that, okay, take the help of your parents and start preparing on this particular topic. Once the child is ready, he needs to click on the start button. As soon as the child clicks on the start button, the video would start getting recorded. The limit of the video is 1 minute. Remember, teachers, the learner is very small. He might not understand what is 1 minute. So you can again give him instructions that it should be 5 to 6 sentences and not more than that. Because when the child speaks 5 to 6 sentences, it gets somewhere around 1 minute. Okay. So 1 minute is the timeline. If it is more than 1 minute, the video will not be uploaded. So give very clear instructions that you can speak around 6 to 7 sentences on this particular topic. Once the child is done, if he crosses the 1 minute limit, the video would stop automatically. And whatever he has to say next will not be recorded. But in case the video, the child has wound up before 1 minute, he can click on the stop button. Okay. So now the recording is there. The child clicked on start and stop. Now he needs to click on the upload button. As soon as the child clicks on the upload button, you as a mentor would get a message on your screen. Video has been submitted successfully. Okay, let's watch it so that we get a better understanding. But tomorrow, you all will get a very, very clear idea because the teacher's LMS will also be shown to you and the child's LMS will also be shown to you. But let's watch this together.
In case you get stuck anyway, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, I will. Okay. Okay, can you see there under the badges, a small red button, SPARKX, Spark X.
Okay.
Try now, click on that. You can find 3 topics there. You just need to pick a topic on whichever you want to speak 2 or 3 sentences, not more. Just say 3 or 4 sentences will do. Okay. If it is a sad event, you can talk about any sad event which happened. If it is a happy event, you can talk about something which something that was happy, like a party or any good news. You know, you can just say how happy you were. And so you have to click on the start button. You can see the buttons there now. Start, stop, and all. Can you see them?
Oh, 1 minute, ma'am.
Did you select the topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Which topic did you select?
Happy event.
Okay. So happy event, once you select, it will show start, stop, record. I think upload. Yeah, there are 3 options.
There are not 3 options, teachers. There are 4 options. Start, stop, upload, and preview.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So once you start, you can speak about the topic, say 3 or 4 sentences. Then you can stop and upload.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, start. You can do it. If you want to discuss with your mother, you can run to your mother, ask her opinion, and come back. And then do it. Okay. Yes. You'll have to unmute while you're speaking, okay?
What do you talk about?
I don't remember.
What do you talk about? Your birthday or when she born or you was happy? So what you got was
Audio
your
will
feeling?
not be clear because the child is discussing with the mother. He is facing away from the camera.
More, because more than 1 minute means it won't get uploaded, the video. So it should be short.
Okay.
We can say that I was happy when my sister born. Her head was standing, leg was standing, she was very small. I sang song for her.
I say I sang a song at my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
I say I sang a song when my sister was born. She was so small.
Yeah.
I sang a song when my sister was born. She was so small.
It's okay. You can stop and upload if you're stuck. No problem.
I was just seeing it how it came. So
Okay. So you didn't start recording?
I recorded, ma'am.
Okay, then you can upload it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. It
The
is
child
successful.
clicked on the upload button and the teacher got the confirmation that the video has been uploaded successfully. So here, teachers, I wanted to discuss something with you. It is a very good feature at Planet Spark. Okay. So if the child has given a very good performance, you have this option of sharing the video with the parents on WhatsApp. Just click on that share button and the video would be shared. But if you would have been an educator of this learner, would you have shared this video? Tell me honestly, teachers. Would you have shared this video? No, because the child did not perform up to the mark. He did not use his facial expressions, hand gestures, and the sentences also were hardly 2 or 3 very short sentences. So in that case, what you can do is you always have a repository where all the videos are recorded and you can see them whenever you want to. Okay. So in that case, what I used to do, remember before and after, teachers, that I discussed yesterday, I did not share the videos at that particular moment. But if the child was enrolled with me, after 5 to 6 classes, I would create another video with the child. Okay. And then I would share both the links with the parents. Ma'am, this is Rudra. For example, if the name of the learner is Rudra, day 1 before enrolling with Planet Spark. And this is Rudra, day 5 or after 5 sessions with Planet Spark. And the parents were able to see the before and after difference. Okay. So this is something great because all the videos would be recorded with the name of the learner, the date on which the video was submitted. And you can, you also have to use the SparkX feature in your regular classes also. Every day, last 5 minutes, SparkX video, so that the child develops this confidence to face the camera. So this is something great that you can use to show the transformation in the child. Okay. Most of the teachers are writing very good comments in the chat box. Yes, it is a good feature. Yes. So this was about SparkX. And don't worry, if you have little doubts about SparkX video, it would be cleared in tomorrow's class when you will see the child's LMS also and learners, your LMS also. Why it is important, teachers? Because when you are conducting a demo session, you will not be able to see the learner's LMS. You will be able to see how it looks on your screen. But on the learner's LMS, it looks very different. So tomorrow we'll take you how it likes. So maybe you can take pictures and save it somewhere so that it would be very, very easy for you to guide your learners that this is how we need to use this particular feature of Planet Spark. Okay. So now moving ahead.
Ma'am, may I?
Sorry.
Ma'am, may I? I wanted to ask a few things, ma'am.
Yeah. Richa, can we just hold them towards the closing part or is it something important? If important, I can address it now.
No, that's okay. I can ask in the
Towards
last
the
also.
closing.
No problem.
Okay, I'll be waiting for all your queries to be addressed and we'll be doing it towards the closing part, Richa. Thank you so much for understanding. Okay, so SparkX time was done. So what happened in the SparkX? Use the SparkX tool to make the student practice on a topic. Now the final showcase. Teachers, remember in the story time, first half body language, second half voice was introduced. And in the final showcase, both the skills would be combined together and the child would be giving the final showcase. So I'm not going to play the entire video because again, the same story is being repeated. I'll just play the starting part and the ending part.
One is also crying there. Okay, so remember, Shaurya, let us go through the complete story now using body language, all the 3. Okay, now you'll get more idea as to how to do it even on SparkX next time. Okay, so time for the final delivery. Use body language to deliver the story. Here comes the story. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit. Now here, once upon a time, you have to be loud. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit. Yes.
Teachers, now see, voice is also there and the body language is also there. Once upon a time, it's highlighted because the child needs to stress on these words, and the action part or the body language is also incorporated in the final showcase.
Once upon a time, there was a rabbit.
Very
To the finish line.
What
She
is
said, "Well,
I have skipped the video, teachers, okay, because the same story is there.
rabbit, but I have won the race."
Yes.
I'm sorry, tortoise, I made fun of you.
I am sorry, tortoise. I made fun of you.
I'm sorry, tortoise, I made fun of you.
The sorry should be a little bit slow. Okay. Yes, here.
The tortoise said, "It's okay, rabbit. Slow and steady wins the race."
Yeah, you forgot the hand gesture. Please.
It's okay, rabbit. It's okay, rabbit. Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, wow. You're such a genius. You have mastered a new language in just 30 minutes, right? Body language. You know that now. Wonderful. I'm going to give you the last badge. Oh, I don't have any badge now. I've given everything to you. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. So you did it. Congratulations. And actually,
Teachers, you have to remember the 3 key learnings. This is going to be your transition slide. Why do we call it the transition slide? Till here, you were interacting with the learner, okay, and sometimes with the parents. But after this slide, after asking the 3 key takeaways from the learners, you will very politely ask the child, maybe you can go and play with your friends. Thank you for sitting and cooperating with Shilpa ma'am for 45 minutes. You did a great and amazing job. Now you can go and maybe have a cup of warm milk or water or go and enjoy with your friends, and you'll start interacting with the parents. Now, why we are asking you to send the child away? Because sometimes I have seen that if the parent is there and you ask the feedback and the parent says that, ma'am, he is very, he lacks in his reading skills, and the child would start getting a little nasty there. Mama, मैं तो करता हूँ ना. Why are you disclosing it to the teacher? I really don't like it when you discuss things with strangers or something like that. So best idea, send the child away so that the mother and you can have a clear discussion about the child's progress. Okay. So that is why we call it the transition slide.
you're supposed to tell me what are the key learnings you have from today's class. Do you remember any 3 things you have learned from today's class?
Voice modulation.
Very good. Then?
Hand gestures.
Very good.
Face expressions.
Wow, you said it, Shaurya. Wonderful. You remember.
Okay, so this is the transition slide. This brings us to the end of the demo conduction with the child. The demo is not yet over, teachers. Remember, I told you 1 hour. We divide 45 minutes with the child and last 15 minutes with the parent. So in the final showcase, give clear instructions and read the entire story using all the skills that you have taught to the learner, and then share feedback on childs. But this is not shared. Why? Because this is what we are going to discuss, how to share a feedback on the learner with the parents. Okay. And ask for the 3 key takeaways. Do not forget, teachers, these are the 5 parts of the demo. Again, if you have not taken a screenshot, this is the right time to go ahead and do that. Please take a screenshot of it. These are the 5 subdivisions of demo. In context setting, we have to make sure that both the parents are there and laptop is there. And in the final showcase, the child has to speak the entire story. The success formula, both parents, laptop, SparkX video, it increases your chances by 60%. So now, teachers, some points that you have to remember when you are dealing with a junior level kid, you have to be full of energy, teachers. Very, very important. With senior, even if your energy level is a little low, it's okay. But with juniors, your energy level has to be here, full of energy. Second thing, it would be just easier if I show you. Remember when Robert was trying really hard to get that response from me, yes, I am. The first mistake that he did was he was just giving me the instructions, but he was not modeling out what he expected from me. So it is very, very important. Model out each and every action that you want your child to do. Demonstrate it to them. Show it to them. Only then they'll observe you and start copying you. Okay. So this brings us towards the end of our demo. We have seen 2 demos by now, senior demo yesterday and junior demo today. The common things between both the demos, if you all might have noticed, there were a lot of activities involved. All the activities were focused on public speaking skills, the games that the teacher played, whether it was in the junior category or the senior category, public speaking, and it had a very structured approach. Things to ensure in the beginning of the demo: join with a laptop and both the parents has to be there. Sure things towards the end: final showcase by the learner, and ask for the 3 key takeaways. It is not mentioned here, but that is also something that you have to do. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this slide also, teachers. Okay, so now we have completed and we will be starting the second part, that is the art of giving feedback. But before that, I would like to take up your queries related to the demos. Any query related to what we have seen till now, teachers? Please raise your hand. I would be taking up your queries. Shireen. Yes, Shireen.
Ma'am, the SparkX video, the final show, is the last, matlab, only one video we have to take, or we can retake it if
Okay.
it is not up to the mark.
Very good question, teachers. What happens, for example, the child really struggled and he said, ma'am, please give me one more chance. I want to try it again. Okay. So in that case, what you'll have to do, Shireen, you'll have to start the entire drill. Starting from, click on SparkX, enter the 3 topics again. There are no retakes, but you can do it by doing the entire process again. It takes a lot of time, so you can just say, it's okay, bacha, whatever you did was great. In our upcoming classes, we are going to learn how to create wonderful videos. That you can do. But if the child is very adamant, because sometimes I've seen kids, no, ma'am, just give me one more chance. I want to try it. It's okay. Go to SparkX, enter the 3 topics again, ask the child to retake the video. So it depends on the situation, Shireen.
Ma'am, we can delay 1 hour, means 1 hour and 15 minutes.
In the initial, you'll be able to do it because your slots are not being occupied, Shireen. But imagine if you have a session at 6, another session at 7 p.m. What will you do in that case? You cannot keep the parents waiting who are waiting for you for the 7 p.m. session. So slowly and gradually, teachers, again, a tip that I would like to give all of you. When I started my career with Planet Spark, starting 1 week, I used to accept demos alternate hours. 1 for 5, 1 for 7, other 1 for 9. Why? Because I was not sure and I wanted to give my 100%. I was not sure whether I will be able to wind up the entire session in 1 hour or not. Okay. So first 3-4 days, I did that thing. If you are comfortable with that, go ahead and do that. But if you are comfortable, if you are confident that nahi, मैं 1 hour में complete कर लूंगी, कैसे भी करूं, then you can book sessions, back to back. That is your choice, how you take it up. That would be your personal call, Shireen. Okay. If you don't have another demo, you can stretch it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's okay. But if you have another demo lined up, then in that case, you'll have to wind up your demo within 1 hour, teachers. So it is up to you. शुरू के 1-2 दिन ऐसे करके देखो कि alternate hours पे लेके देखो, so that even if it stretches for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you are like, okay, I can take my time and, convince the parents really well, give my 100%. Let's see how it works. How much time do I take to complete? You'll get a little idea and then you can start conducting back-to-back.
Ma'am, one more question. Ma'am, in the demo class, the Spark video is compulsory to give share to the in WhatsApp to the parents, because if it is not up to the mark, in the first video only the parents will understand that the demo class was not so good. Like if the performance is not good of the child.
Okay, is that Shireen? Shireen, I've already covered this up. What I used to do, if the first video is not up to the mark, I never used to share it with the parents. I used to save it, and then on day 5, day 6, I would share both the links together. First day and after 5 classes, after 4 classes, take your call accordingly, Shireen. So it is not compulsory to share the videos. No. Okay. Now we have Richa Arora.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I wanted to know the topics which we will be giving to the child. Those have to be decided mutually, or it has to be from our side only?
See, if you think that the child is very active, you can ask, what topic would you like to speak on? And he'll say that, ma'am, I want to talk about my sister's birthday or the day when my sister was born. Great. One topic, but you need to fill up the entire form. So 2 topics you can give it. But if you think the child is not saying anything, enter 3 topics, simple topics. for
Okay,
the
it depends on the situation.
child. It depends on the
Okay.
situation, Richard.
And ma'am, second thing is, like we are involving parents in our demo sessions, so same involvement is required in regular classes as well. No.
If the parents want to sit, when the child is very small, I've seen the one of the parent, either the mother or the father is constantly there with the child, welcome them. But it is not mandatory.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Shravani.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I wanted to ask that, like we have provided this applauses and badges for the child for the encouragement. But suppose now the video which we saw, this child was Shaurya was very active, very enthusiastic. He was very participating very actively. But suppose during the demo there is a child who is very shy, who is not ready to participate, and slowly he is not that much active in the video. So giving those badges and applause, it would be rather just a formality of giving that. So is that this provision?
We have already discussed this, that it is a kind of positive reinforcement. If the child is not performing,
Or is it like we can give it?
Sorry, Shravani, we lost you for a few seconds. See, I would explain the situation. For example, the child is not speaking anything. And then he just said, my name is Shilpa. I would give this to the child. Wow, thanks for trying. That was a very, very good attempt from your side. Give them the applause, and next time they would try even more, Shravani.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, now we have Swati Gogia.
Ma'am, my question is that are we supposed to take just demo classes for the first few weeks? Or if someone enrolls for the regular class, so will it go like both ways? Like we will be conducting demo classes as well as regular classes for the learners who enroll.
See, Swati, I told you when I conducted my first demo, it got enrolled. Okay, first demo, it got enrolled. But that child is there with me just once a week, maybe Friday, 5 p.m. What about the other timings? I would be conducting more and more demos to fill up my entire slots. Okay, so if you get enrollments, that slot is fit for your regular child, Friday 7 p.m. or Friday 8 p.m., whatever you have fixed. But the remaining, you still have a lot of time, so you will be keep on conducting demos so that you get more and more enrollments, Swati.
Okay, thank you.
Madhumita.
Ma'am, is there any limit that we have to conduct only this much demos in a day, or
There are
any
no
hours?
limits, but again, the on-job training team will guide you. For maximum demos, there are no limits. But if you have dedicated 5 hours, but every day you are just conducting one demo, then the counseling team would reach out to you. Or sorry, the on-job training team would reach out to you. That, ma'am, you have dedicated 5 hours, but you are only allocating 1 hour to Planet Spark. What happened? What is the reason? Are you facing some issues? So they'll get in touch with you. But for the maximum, there are no limits.
It depends upon the schedule or the slot that we have fixed with the parents, right?
For
So
example,
what if they
Madhumita,
are?
just 1 minute. If you have dedicated 5 to 9 with Planet Spark, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., okay? You booked a demo at 7 p.m. within your time zone, but the parents are now saying that I want the demo tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you are available, go ahead and conduct the demo at 10 a.m. Madhumita. It's not that 5 से 10 दिया है तो 5 से 10 में ही करना है. It's not like that.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then
Excuse
we
me,
have
ma'am.
Richa Jain.
Yes. So, ma'am, my question is, as you said that if we are conducting demos for, let's say, class 11 and 12, and we have to gauge whether the student is for the senior level or for the grown-up. And usually what happens these days, everyone has a mobile number. So sometimes students gives his or her own mobile number. So in that case, is it necessary if we are taking their presentation, if we are going for the grown-up session, so is it necessary for the parents to be there? Because in that case also the key holders or the influencers would be the parents only.
Yes, Richa. Again, let me make it very, very clear to all of you. Adult category, I told you, 12 and beyond. A child who is in 12th grade, or sorry, first year of his college, do you think he can take his financial decisions?
Ma'am, if he is in the first year, then sometimes it's possible that he or she can take
He
the
can
decision.
convince the parents, but he cannot take financial decision. He's not earning. So how do you think he's going to pay the fees of Planet Spark, Richa?
Okay.
है ना? So in that case, you need the presence. Until and unless the person who is your learner is financially independent, you need the presence of the parents. But imagine you are conducting a demo for me. I'm in my early mid 40s. You cannot ask me कि ma'am parents को लेके आओ.
Of course.
You know? So that is, you can always request me, ma'am, would it be possible that your husband also joins the session? So that it becomes easier for you कि मुझे मेरे husband को convince ना करना पड़े, ऋचा जैन की class देख के मेरा husband convince हो जाए. Okay, so you can request, you can, just give a suggestion, but it is not mandatory.
Okay, so just a little point, little elaboration. Now, let's say 11th and 12th students, they are not earning, right? They cannot take the financial decisions, but still parents get convinced, like if my child wants this class, then they will go ahead. So then is it necessary to still force them or, request them to be present in the class?
Yes. Richa. According to the protocols of Planet Spark, until and unless the learner is financially independent, that we get to know during the slot confirmation call, you need the presence. Okay?
Understood.
मेरा suggestion ये है, college level तक parents का होना जरूरी है. उस time आप उन्हें ये leverage दे सकते हो parents को that okay ma'am, starting 5 to 10 minutes we need your presence, and the last 5 minutes I need to interact with you. You don't have to sit through the entire presentation. That much you can take a call on.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Now we have Bhagyashri.
Hello, ma'am. I want to ask, during the session, the parent was distracted due to the smaller child. She was not attentive, but ma'am was trying her best to make the parent, keep her attention towards the class. But at the last 15-minute session, now we need to give feedback, but the parent was not there in the whole lecture due to the distraction of the child. And how to deal with that thing?
See, in that case, you'll have to take a call. If you feel that the parent, in this situation, the parent was there. Bhagyashri, the parent was aware what is happening in the class. But sometimes you'll feel कि parents से join किया है, but after 5 minutes, the parents left the room. You can very politely ask the child, can you ask your mama to be there in the class? If mama comes back, great. If mama says, अरे ma'am, last minute कोई guest आ गए है. In that case, you'll give them the option of rescheduling the session. Okay? Because the parents were not aware what we offered them. So in that case, you'll give them the option of rescheduling the session, Bhagyashri. Now we have Dipshika. I'll take just 2 more queries, Dipshika, Shireen. Then towards the closing part. Yes, Dipshika.
Actually, if the child is not able to speak in English and he's not able to understand what I'm speaking.
Dipshika, I've also already mentioned, you can go bilingual in that case.
Means, ma'am?
Bilingual मतलब English और उसका जो native language है, दोनों को combine करके आप उसके साथ आगे बढ़ सकते हो, Dipshika. Okay, now we have Shireen. Madhumita, your query has already been taken up. Please lower down your hand. Shireen.
Ma'am, can we enroll one or more than one student at the same time? Like sharing the screen with 2 students at a time?
No, it is 1:1 classes. One teacher, one learner, Shireen. Okay, now we have Robert.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam. Actually, demo classes, only when it is a positive lead, we will get money. Isn't it? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Suppose in case, if a person actually, he agrees to come up and later on he drops.
Robert, we will be discussing this tomorrow in detail. What happens if the parents cancels the demo at the last minute? What to do in this scenario? Tomorrow we are going to discuss this in detail, Robert.
Okay, no problem. Last one, it will be 165 sessions actually, in case if it is a positive one, isn't it?
Yes, we are going to, again, this would be taken up in tomorrow's, but I'll address. We will recommend for 165 classes, but sometimes the counseling team, when they get in touch with the parents, they, take classes, 50 classes, 60 classes. But you as educators, you are going to recommend only 165 classes. Why? We will discuss tomorrow.
The
Okay?
package also.
Yeah, because once as an educator, you have committed 50 classes or 60 classes, it becomes very difficult for the counselor to again convince them for 165 classes. And I told you our counseling team has a magical wand. They really know how to get enrollments for you. So you as educators, you are always going to recommend 165 classes. Okay? Akshada, that is the last query that I'm going to take up. Yes, Akshada.
Actually, I was asking, like for demo classes, Planet Spark is going to provide us the student, or we have to arrange it by ourselves? Like we have what?
Akshada, tell me honestly, कल की और परसों की training attend की थी?
Yeah, ma'am, completely.
Bacha, we will be giving you the leads. The interested parents, they are reaching out to us. It would be there on your demo pool page. The interested parents, you have to contact them only. You don't have
Like if
to
we are
go to-
joining, then team will provide us the students demo.
Yes, Akshada.
So
Okay. So teachers, now please lower down your hands towards the closing we would be taking, because I have a very important topic to be covered. That is the art of giving feedback. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you. Okay, you know what I would be requesting in the chat box. Maybe a yes would really help me. If it is visible, the screen is visible. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. So the art of giving feedback. Tell me about a time when you received a feedback and it helped you. Please drop your answers in the chat box, teachers. A feedback that really changed your life. Who gave you that feedback? What was that feedback and how it helped you? Please make sure, take a minute or two, write down the complete answer, not just one worders. During appraisals and job, Shravani has mentioned, okay. But my QA feedback, but here teachers are not getting the clarity. Who gave you the feedback? What was the feedback about and how it changed your life? My reporting manager did, which boosted my confidence and I could perform well. Okay, Siddesh. Feedback from my boss. Again, it is not, something that I'm looking for. I got a feedback in my job about my quality of work. Swati has mentioned. Okay. Teachers, I'm waiting for some more responses, a detailed response. I'll wait for 30 to 40 seconds. Okay. My communication and quality convincing skills are good for my manager. I got a feedback about okay. During admissions, my teaching was appreciated and reflected in results. Okay. Feedback from my teacher about my personality and keep patience during group meetings. Okay. When I was studying in university, then my mentor gave me a feedback for scoring highest marks. Okay. I got feedback multiple times and got motivated and tried to give results. Himani has mentioned, I got feedback from my co-facilitator about the storytelling session. It helped me enhance my skills and incorporate those feedback. Good. During online classes, the audit team provided feedback on how to finish the class within 60 minutes. Maybe I want to reach out to the audit team and get this feedback. Okay, highlighting strengths, Planet Spark. My percentage was good in interview and I was overwhelmed. Okay. So yes, teachers, I have received a number of responses. Now, my question, I want all of you to hold on with your feedback, hold on in your mind. And what makes a feedback useful? Here is a slide. Please observe the slide and tell me what went right in the slide, what went wrong in the slide. Is it a good feedback or is it not a good feedback? Please raise your hands and do let me know what is your response. I worked for 7 years and now I am housewife for 5 years. Recently, when I shared a video feedback for my kid, the institute offered me an English teacher job that inspired me to join as a teacher. Wow, Kumari Ujjwala. Feedback of good communication about answering queries and follows. Okay. Great. Okay. So, Marita Diaz, what do you think about this illustration on the screen?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, Marita. I can hear you, but there is a lot of echo also that we can hear you, Marita, that we can hear in the background. Yes, Marita, please.
Ma'am, now can you hear me?
Is that Marita?
Yes.
Yes, Marita.
Ma'am, I feel in this feedback, she has not exactly, the interviewer has not exactly told where he can make it better, where she can make, where the improvement can be brought. It's only a vague thing, like, okay, the presentation is good, but can be made better. But where? I don't know where to do it. What should I do?
Lovely, lovely, Marita. The feedback is incomplete. It's a very vague response. It's a very ambiguous response, open to more than one interpretation. She did not mention what needs to be worked on. And the employee, he assumed that maybe my manager wants me to work on the font size. He worked on the font size and now he's assuming that my presentation is better now. So we know in order for a feedback to be useful, it has to be very, very specific, So let's see what do we have here in the next slide. Features of a good feedback, the SAR framework. Teachers, if you're aware what is the SAR framework, keep your hands raised. Otherwise, please lower down your hands. I don't want to listen that, okay, ma'am, ye to pehle wale question ke liye tha. If you're aware about SAR framework, keep your hands raised. Otherwise, lower down your hands. Harsheen. Okay, Harsheen has also lowered down. Priya Mathur from Gurgaon. Priya, you're on mute. You need to unmute yourself first.
Ma'am, I just know the full form. It's safety, acknowledgement, and resources.
Okay, that is from the corporate world, Priya. Okay.
No, I'm a school principal.
You're a school principal. Which school?
GAV International School, Gurgaon.
GV International School. Okay. But I'm so sorry, but this is not what we are looking for because it has nothing to do with feedback here. So it's okay. Thanks for trying, Priya. Vidhi's camera is off. Okay, Vidhi is here. Vidhi? Unmute.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It stands for situation, action, and results.
Now, Vidhi is telling me the STAR approach. Remember, we use the STAR approach for situation. Situation, task, action, result. That is used to answer the interview questions whenever you are asked for a situation-based question. So again, this is not the answer that we are looking for. Rajni.
Okay.
Rajni has lowered her hand. Himani.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you. So, it stands for specific, actionable, and realistic.
Realistic or respectful. Very good, Himani. Thank you so much. So the SAR framework, teachers, stands for specific. Please lower down your hands. When I say specific, what it means, what worked well. You have to start with a positive statement and then you have to tell what could be better. Okay, very, very specifically, not just it has to be better. What has to be better, that also needs to be explained. After that, A stands for actionable. What is actionable? Right now, you have highlighted that this is something that has to be improved. But how it can be improved, the solution also you have to provide to your learners. What can you do better next time? So not just highlighting the areas of improvement, but how to work on those areas of improvement, that also you have to mention it to your learners or your mentees. And respectful. We have to keep in mind that a feedback should never demotivate our learners. Yes, we are sharing their areas of improvement, but in a very, very respectful manner so that it keeps the child motivated. So please take a screenshot of this, teacher. Specific, actionable, respectful. Now I have another question to ask. Yes, this is the method that Planet Spark suggests, but I follow a different method and that really helps me. How many of you are aware of the burger method or the sandwich method of giving a feedback? Please raise your hands. The burger method or the sandwich method? Himanshi. Yes, Himanshi. What is that burger method or sandwich method?
Yeah, so I got to know. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Himanshi.
Sure. So I got to know about it, in my previous school, and it's a sort of corporate term. I think. So it says कि, your feedback should start with a positive note that what the learner did well, and then in between you can, just fit in how मतलब कि what could be the areas of improvement, and then end it with a positive note that, what can you think about it, and overall how was it, and how did you feel better. So
Okay,
it's like
very, very close to it, but you just missed on one important point. Okay, teachers, I want all of you to visualize a burger. Okay, visualize a burger. So first we have that bread wala part. We call it the bun. Correct? So that bun is you have to start with a positive statement. Okay. Now after the bun we have a tikki. Like I'm a vegetarian, so I'll take a mac aloo tikki burger in my mind. So that tikki is there. So what is that tikki? That is the area of improvement. Okay. And after that, again, we have that bun part. That is the positive statement again. But just with the tikki, my burger will not be tasty. There are some veggies, lettuce leaves, tomatoes, and some sauces. That is what really makes the burger tasty. I hope you all agree to me. So what is those veggies or the sauces? That is how you can work on that area of improvement. Tikki is the area of improvement. That, for example, Vidhi, I told you that Vidhi, you need to work on your pronunciation skills. For example, don't take it personally, just giving an example. Okay. So I'll start with a positive statement. Vidhi, you are using the body language really well. Positive. But, I think we can work on your pronunciation a little better. That is the tikki. But now the veggies are missing. So what you can try, Vidhi, maybe you can try certain tongue twisters, read aloud the sentences. So that is the solution. And again, the positive. But overall, Vidhi, you gave an amazing speech. I am looking forward to hear more such speeches from you. This should be the sample of a feedback. Okay. But here also it was not an ideal feedback. Why it was not an ideal feedback? Because I told Vidhi that Vidhi, your body language was great. But exact examples were not given to Vidhi. If I would have told her, Vidhi, your body language was great. When you were talking, you were using your hand gestures, you were nodding your head. Now I'm making it very, very specific, evidence-based. I'm giving examples also. But, we can work on the pronunciation area. When you were pronouncing this particular word, you mispronounced it. So it's okay, no worries. Together we are going to work on it. Maybe we'll practice a lot of tongue twisters, the phonic sounds we will be working on. So again, very specific. What are the mistakes that she's making? And then again, the bun part, which is okay, you did a great job. Looking forward to hear or interact with you in the future. Got an idea, teachers, how to frame a feedback? वो बस burger याद कर लो, positive, tikki area of improvement, but my burger is incomplete without the solution to the problem. Highlighting the problems, anybody can do it. Every day you receive a lot of negative criticism, either from your, neighbors or your family members sometimes. So that criticism is not what we are looking for. We are looking for area of improvement and a solution to overcome that area of improvement. And then the positive feedback. Okay. So if you have any doubts related to feedback, you can keep your hands raised because now we are going to do a lot of case studies. I will be showing you a video and you all have to give a feedback for the learner, keeping this SAR framework that it has to be very respectful. In no ways you can demotivate your learners. So positive, area of improvement, solution, and then again a positive statement. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you here, teachers. It's going to be a very, very interesting activity. So let's see a student in a class. Teachers, please keep your pen and papers ready. Write down the important pointers. If you feel that he wants to work on his body language or anything, what exactly went wrong, you can just put a star and highlight those points. And here, teachers, remember the 5 pillars of public speaking. Body language, then confidence, fluency, voice modulation, And what was the fifth one? Who would like to tell me? I've covered 4. I have left 1. Body language, confidence, voice modulation, fluency. 1 I have missed.
Thought structure.
Thought structure. Very good, teachers. Okay. So keep this 5 pillars in mind and then frame your feedback. It would be very, very easy for all of you. Okay. So I'm going to play the video. Please lower down your hands, teachers.
Away from human's reach.
Yes. So once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from humans' reach. Now, Anargya will tell me the story.
Nobody but mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near it.
Use your hands. Nobody.
But mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near the island.
Okay, he got to know there's a lot of treasure hidden in the island.
But there was a problem. A mighty soul named Angelica guarded the treasure.
Okay, you need to change your voice, baby. You need to change your voice. You need to use your hands because that is body language. That is very important when you're telling a story. All right? So how would you do that? Quick.
But there was a mighty soul that guarded the treasure. So Pirate Blackbeard could never get it.
But one day, Angelica had lost her powers for a day and she was not close to the treasure. That was the day.
Okay, teachers. So I think the teacher was playing a game of story chain where the teacher was saying one statement and the child had to add on other statements so that it culminates into a beautiful story. So here, I am giving you 30 seconds to frame your feedback. Don't raise your hands, frame your feedback. 30 seconds. Imagine I am the child Anargya, and here is a tip for all of you teachers. Whenever you are interacting with a learner, take the name of the learner quite often. It gives them a personalized, feeling. So try to take the name of the learner as often as possible. Another 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to take your feedback. Today, we are going to see a sample feedback. And then the second case study and third case study, I'll be asking you to share your feedback with you. Why did I ask you to write down? Because now you're going to compare it with the sample feedback that we have here for Anargya, and you're going to evaluate yourselves that what are the points that you included, what are the points that you missed on. Okay. So for Anargya, I want somebody to raise their hand and please read this out for me. Who would do that? Okay, Himanshi. No other teachers, please don't raise your hand. Let Himanshi be the one. Please lower down your hands, everyone else. Himanshi, keep your hand raised. Yeah.
Wow, Anargya. I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, especially when you said first line, mighty pirate, Blackbeard, and stressed on mighty. I think what could be improved is use of more hand gestures, and that will help you become more confident and others will pay more attention to you. So next time, I would want you to use both voice and hand gestures when you are reciting the story. Overall, great work, Anargya. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you.
Thank you, Ms. Rawat, for that, Himanshi. But Himanshi, right now I could understand that you were holding the mouthpiece in your hand. So I want to ask you, for your regular classes or demo classes, what are you planning? To have the same headset or a different headset? What are you planning?
So I thought maybe my voice would not be clear
Your voice
earlier.
is clear enough. Why
Okay,
I'm
then
saying
I will take it like that.
because when you were using the mouthpiece, you were not able to use your hand gestures. Imagine
Yeah.
here you are asking the learner to use more hand gestures. but you were not able to use it. Okay? So teachers, invest in a good headset in case if you feel that there is a lot of background noise or something. Don't hold it like this, because again, we are talking about body language and hand gestures, and holding it like this and doing it with one hand will not do justice. Okay? So yes, you have written it. Now we are going to divide it into parts. What was specific here? The teacher started with a positive statement that the child had really great voice modulation. He emphasized on certain words, and she did not stop there. She gave a very specific example that when the child said mighty pirate Blackbeard, he stressed on the word mighty. This is called evidence-based feedback. Evidence मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं बताया कि voice modulation अच्छी थी, कहाँ अच्छी थी. This also you have to highlight to your learners. Okay? And then she gave the area of improvement. What was the area of improvement? That I want you to use more of hand gestures. Okay? And then she said that next time we are going to use both our voice and hand gestures together to create a wonderful story. Respectful, that means again the positive statement. Overall, great work, Anagya. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. So teachers, on a scale of 1 to 10, in the chat box, please write the feedback that you drafted. How much are you, this being the ideal one, how much are you going to rate yourself? Please write it in the chat box. All of you drafted a feedback for yourself. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Somebody is there with the 2. Okay. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay. Most of the teachers are not. Okay. Yes. 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. Okay. The one who got a 2, it is my promise that in the next 2 to 3 slides that we go, even your score would come up to 5 and 6. That is my promise to you. Okay. So let's see. Now you will have to share the feedback. There is no sample feedback with me. Next video, please watch the video. It's a grown-up learner. Please find out what she did well, what are the areas of improvement. And now I will ask all of you, like some of you, to share the feedback with me. So here's a grown-up learner.
And I stream on PUBG almost every day. I have always wanted to improve my English, so now that I have the time, I'm finally signed up for class online.
Okay, great. Okay, now it's your turn, Pranu. You need to remember all these 4 steps. Okay, so now you remember how you gave your introduction in the starting when I asked to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
You told, I'm Pranamika and I have a daughter and I live in Assam and I teach. It was just a simple introduction. But now you came to know all these 4 steps, right?
Okay.
So remembering these 4 steps, can you again give an introduction?
Okay. Yes, I'm Pranamika. People call me Pranu, and I am grown up in Assam, and my education was finished at Assam, and now I'm doing my job in Assam, and I know Assamese and Hindi clearly, but I wanted to learn English fluency. And now I'm teacher, but I'm language teacher in Hindi teacher, and I have a daughter. I spending many times with playing with my daughter, and I like to listening music, and I bake cake, and I'm reading. I like to read. I like to read novels, and spending time with my friends.
Okay.
Okay, teachers. So that was a grown-up learner. Again, prepare your feedback, raise your hands. We are going to listen to how you are framing your feedback. I'll give you time if you want. Okay, Tanya is already ready with her feedback. So yes, Tanya, imagine I'm your learner. Okay, don't say I will say this, I will say that. I'm the learner. You have to share your feedback with me, Tanya.
Ma'am, Lilima, sorry to interrupt. I just want to confirm the name of the learner.
It's Pranamika. The educator was addressing her as Pranu.
Thank you.
Tanya, you have muted yourself.
Dear Pranamika,
it was a good start. So you have tried this time in a better way, but we need to work on your pronunciations and your fluency. So you will get a good, you will be able to speak in a proper way. So we will work on your sessions and we will try to improve your pronunciation and your fluency.
Okay. So Tanya mentioned that she did a great attempt, but we need to work on her pronunciation and fluency, Tanya. Okay. But what about the last part? How to work on pronunciation, how to work on fluency, and again the positive statement was missing. No
So I
worries.
am looking forward for more session. So I am looking forward for more sessions with you so that we can learn together.
Okay, but right now also the burger was not tasty because it only had tikki. The veggies were missing, Tanya. Okay, no worries. Madhumita, let's see your feedback. But Tanya, I must
First,
say,
I would
for the first time, it was a very, very good attempt, Tanya. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Madhumita.
First, I would say, I think her name was Pranav.
Pranav.
Pranav, I really appreciate the initiative that you took to read the paragraph first. I understand that you are actually starting now, but I encourage you to learn more and more. But what I could do is you can actually concentrate more on the pronunciation in future classes. Maybe we will actually try to learn more, like the pronunciation, the fluency, where you have to pause using your voice modulation, and also you can try using ask me anything about the pronunciation in between, so that we can actually improve the quality of our language. And then I really appreciate that you were more interested in sharing your hobbies, feedbacks, hobbies, interests, and everything, so that we can actually elaborate more in our future sessions. So I really appreciate the initiative that you took. In future classes, we will definitely do well.
Okay. What I really liked about Madhumita's feedback is that she never said that you have to work on it. You have to do it. She always emphasized on the word we. Together we are going to work on it. Don't worry, I'm there, like words like this. So that was really, really appreciated, Madhumita. But teachers, again,
Thank you.
all of you are just focusing on the टिक्की. कैसे काम करोगे, उसे क्या करना है, that is still missing. Take another 20 seconds and work on it, teachers. I want to see that. And those who is ready with the veggies part also wave your hand. Kritika. Okay, let's see, Kritika. What do you have to offer? I am your learner, Pranamika.
All right. Great first attempt, Pranu. That was fantastic. I really, really loved how you followed and stuck to each of the steps that I had laid out in how we put an introduction together. Now, what I do notice is that you are struggling with pronunciation and grammar, but take a deep breath, because that is exactly why you're here. And that is what we are here to do together. Now, to attempt to tackle these problems, which are not really problems, or at least they won't be after we're done with many classes together, we will read a ton of different passages with various kinds of words, vocabulary, spelling to help you with your fluency with pronunciation. We will also listen to a lot of audio tapes that might help you with thought structure, that might help you assimilate more grammar and understand how a sentence is structured together. These are just two of the many ways that I hope we can work together to make this easier for you. And the rest will be a little bit of a mystery. So we have to attend class to figure that out. But overall, great work. I see a lot of promise in you. I do see you being able to build your confidence, being able to speak with a lot of stride and a lot of pizzazz.
I want everybody here to clap for Kritika. Great, great, Kritika. This is the kind of feedback. See, teachers, she was creating that subtle urgency to enroll the learner, in a very subtle way. She did not Together we are going to do it. Don't worry. These are just some of the few ways that I have discussed. I have a lot in my bag to offer you. But yes, that's a mystery that would be revealed once you enroll yourself. So not only sharing the feedback, she also created that certain urgency in the learner to enroll for the classes. And what I really liked, all the other teachers, they mentioned about pronunciation and the grammar, but nobody was able to come up with the right solution for it. She mentioned that, see, teachers, in order to master any language, we need to work on the 4 skills. That is listening, speaking, reading, writing in the right sequence. Correct? So she mentioned this, that we would be reading out a lot of text together. We would be listening to a lot of audios where you can grasp the pronunciation and use it correctly. And I'm always there to help you and guide you in this journey. Okay, teachers? One more thing. Now I have another question. Please lower down your hands. And if you're ready to answer this question, here the learner was using a lot of filler words. Correct? Uh, 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 uh. So who would like to tell me what is the right solution to this problem? How would you address this issue? Maybe I picked up that the area of improvement is a lot of filler words, use of lot of filler words. So how are you going to address this? Himanshi, yes.
So as you mentioned, and I observed that the learner was using a lot of filler words. It depicted the lack of clarity of thoughts, and we can suggest the learner that you can first think about all the points that you want to speak out when you introduce yourself, and then you can use those points to introduce yourself so that there is a flow in your thoughts, and the person gets to know about you better.
Okay, but every time this strategy wouldn't work, Himanshi, because this is called a prepared speech. But ultimately, our target is spontaneous speaking. So you cannot take some time, think about your answer, and then frame your answer. Anybody else? But that was a good attempt again, Himanshi. Priya Mathur. Yes, Priya.
I would suggest that when you feel a filler is coming, pause briefly instead. So silence is more powerful than using then.
Very good point mentioned by Priya. I always suggest my learners replace your fillers with pauses. And I also demonstrate it and show it to them. I always play this game, Shilpa 1, Shilpa 2 with the learners. Okay. So I'll say, Pranamika, imagine I'm Shilpa 1. I'll do the 2 role plays. Both Shilpa 1 and Shilpa 2, they're not fluent in English. They need some time to think what they have to say. So just observe the difference and you tell me what happened here. Okay. So Shilpa 1. My name is Shilpa. I am from Delhi. I have an experience of 18 years. That was Shilpa number 1. Now let's get to Shilpa number 2. Believe me, even she is not fluent in English, but see what she's doing. Hello, my name is Shilpa. I'm from Delhi. I have an experience of 18 years. Which one was better, Shilpa 1 or Shilpa 2? Shilpa 2 was better. Even she took a lot of brilliant actor. Thank you. Okay, so what really happened is the learner would understand that when you replace your fillers with pauses, it sounds better. Because see, to build the thought structure, to build the fluency, it's a long journey. Okay, but this immediate step is something that is really, really going to help your learners. Okay, so yes, this is something that we need to work on. Another thing, the pronunciation mistake, you all mentioned that the learner was making a lot of pronunciation mistakes. But if you might have noticed, the major area where she was making a mistake is Pheri, Nobel. Somebody would like to help me on this? Imagine I mispronounce the words Pheri, Nobel. I'm mispronouncing the letter V. She used a lot of words where V was there and she was pronouncing it as B. Who would like to help me on this? Imagine I'm Pranamika. Sheetal from Pune.
Okay, so I think this was a Bengali accent, and here she was trying to use B for V. or V for B. So I can explain her that wherever you have to use voice, you have to say it is V, not B sound. So that sound has to be different. And this way I can explain.
Okay, good attempt. But as a learner, this is my habit. I don't know how to pronounce V and I do it B or V. Kritika. Okay, Kritika has already. Okay, but let's see. Let's hear it from Kritika because she's next in the queue. Yes, Kritika.
Thank you. This is something that I would explain to Pranu by saying that I understand that it's not your fault. When you have learned English or wherever you've picked up English from, you've picked up intonations from people who haven't spoken the language fluently themselves. So that's not a problem at all. A lot of us who pick up a second language struggle with pronunciations and fluency at the start. But this is a great way for us to go back to our roots and begin all over with a refreshing of the alphabet. So that would be our first step towards tackling this problem of speaking properly.
Okay, great, Kritika. You mentioned that the mother tongue influence was there. She's a Sanskrit speaker, so that was there, and together you're going to work on it. You're going to dive deep into the roots again, learn the phonics and everything. But here I knew exactly कि सिर्फ ज़्यादा major problem कहाँ है? व and भ में. So the tip that I would like, because most of the northeastern people, again, teacher, even I am from northeast. I was born and brought up in Nagaland. So don't take it, ma'am, आप ऐसे कैसे बोल रहे हो? But with my experience, I'm sharing this. They have this pronunciation problem of s and sh. Most of the learners, they pronounce my name as Silpa and not Shilpa. Okay? People from northeast and v and bh. So what you can tell them very easily is that, see, whenever we are going to pronounce the letter V, we are going to bite our lower lip. Very. Give me certain words with the letter V. Kritika, give me certain words with the letter V, starting with letter V.
Oh my gosh. Veritable.
Okay. Versatile.
Versatile. Voluminous.
Voluminous. Volume. So you have to bite your lower lip. As soon as you start doing this, the problem would not be there. Try it, Pallavi. Try any letters. I want you to, starting with letter V, bite your lower lip and then pronounce those words. Any letter. Very, violent, vest, vulnerable, vibrant, any words, any 3 words.
Vibrant.
Okay, so bite your, show it. I'm your learner, so you have to stress and bite your lower lip while doing that.
Vibrant.
Vibrant. Okay. So again, teachers, another, though Pranamika didn't have this issue, but you'll see that most of the learners, they struggle with the V and W sound. For them, it is V. Okay, V. V for water, they'll say water. V for very. So you can just tell them, bite your V's, very, and kiss your W's, water. Bite your V's and kiss your W's, water. When we say W, we open our mouth like a pout. Wo, wo. And when we say V in very, we bite our lower lip. So this is another tip that can help your learners. Okay. So great. Now do you think you all are a little confident in sharing the feedback with your learners? Maybe thumbs up, thumbs down, beach wala. Okay. Yes. So we have 2 more case studies. Teachers, please get up. And I am playing the video. Now I want new participants. Those who have already given the answers, they won't be getting a chance. I want new participants. Okay. So this was about now we have another case study. Rudra.
Hello, my name is Rudra Pathak. Today I am going to speak about the topic saving the nature. Why is nature important? We need to save nature to save life on Earth. Life is very important for us. Nature is responsible for all kinds of human activities on the Earth. Without the nature, we cannot do anything. The nature has got all the resources that we need for our activities. Well, nature is important for life. Nature, in nature, trees provides us oxygen for life. Oxygen makes life possible. When we breathe in oxygen, the oxygen is taken by the body to produce blood, which is taken as a form of energy and an important source for life on Earth. All the living beings use this oxygen, and it is really important. We use nature for our daily routine work. We use nature for cutting down trees and to make furniture. We use nature to we cut down trees.
Okay, so that was another case study, Rudra. The teachers who feel they are confident about sharing a feedback to Rudra, I'll be Rudra, and you have to share your feedback with me. So you can raise your hands. Okay, Shravani.
Rudra, hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
So first of all, Rudra, you were very great in energy. You were very enthusiastic and you had a good body language. You used your voice very well. You used your hands very well.
Okay,
But
I'm sorry to cut you here, Shravani. Do you think he really used his hand gestures in the right way? All the teachers
no,
have been.
he did not use it in the right way, but being naive to this concept, I feel that still he was using his hand movements.
See, Shravani, we have a lot of other points as the strengths of the learner, like his thought structure. Kudos. He, gave the speech, a lot of relevant points were there. So there are other things. His voice modulation was great, okay? But here you are talking about the area of improvement in the strength. So you have to be very, very careful about it, Shravani.
Okay.
Okay? So no worries. We'll get to Preeti Verma in that case. Yes, Preeti.
Hello, everyone. So, hi, Rudra. It was wonderful the way you smiled on every sentence. I just loved the way you smiled and I loved your energy, and it was wonderful that you were emphasizing on words like nature, how important the nature is. I loved the way you did that because you really made me feel that, yes, nature is amazing and it's very important for me to breathe. That's amazing. I could see the smile on your mom's face when you were going on and on about the environment and the nature. So that's wonderful. You continue that good work. The only place where we will work on would be some of the places where you're missing out on words or you do not know what to say next or which word to use. What you can do is you can just take a pause, instead of doing nature. Yeah, that is very important. What you can do is you can just pause and just think for a second and move on to your next sentence. And yes, you were using your hands very well, but you don't have to do the same action every time.
Till here, you were doing great work, Preeti. Kudos, salute to you till here. The way you said that, even it piqued my interest to know more about nature. Till here, you were doing a great job. But teachers throughout, Rudra was doing this.
Yes.
He was swaying his body a lot. He was moving his hand gestures a lot, So I want somebody to address this issue. This was the major pet peeve in his speech, something that needs to be addressed. Who would like to address this? Please raise your hand. Only the area of improvement. Forget about the positive parts. He had a lot of strengths that we could highlight. His voice modulation, his, the ability to keep on saying without interrupting something, his voice modulation, lot of areas of improvement. But this is something that I need to address. Who'll do that? Please wave your hands, teachers. Swati Gogia. Yes.
Hi, Rudra. Your speech was really good. But one thing that I noticed in your speech, let me give you an example here. If I'm speaking to you and if I keep on doing like this, would you like it? Or would you feel that I am dancing along with speaking?
Ma'am, I was enjoying your dance. I forgot what you were saying. I was just focusing on your body language.
So that is what I was trying to tell you, that you have to stay at one place and maybe you can use your hands and voice modulation along with your speech. and you can you can emphasize on the important words like nature, like environment, like you want to, maybe plant new trees. So you can emphasize on the word trees. So that was what.
Great. And what I liked about Swati is that she said that I would demonstrate it to you and show it to you. So if I would have been the educator, I'll say, Rajni, okay, now Shilpa ma'am is talking to you. Do you notice what Shilpa ma'am is doing? She's using or overusing her hand gestures. And in this case, your entire attention is on my body language.
Body language,
And
yes.
I may take up a very important topic, but your attention will not be on my words. Do you want your audience to focus just on your body language or your body language and your content? And you'll say, obviously, my body language and content. In that case, we have to learn how to use our hand gestures at the right places, at the right time, when required. If you don't know what to do with your hands, you can always keep it in the steeple mountain position along your navel side. This is the best position. You seem very confident when you have this steeple. If you have noticed some of the TEDx speakers, when they are not using their hand gestures, this is called the steeple mountain hand gesture, and this is what they use. Not here on my face, near my waistline.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not able to show you that, but it should be there. So give them specific remedies for it, teachers. Okay. But again, a great attempt by all of you. Certain messages are there in the chat box. No spoke, okay, very energetic and high level of voice modulation. Great. I love how Shilpa ma'am handle all the educators patiently. Great educator. Thank you. Thank you, Reena, and thank you, Meenakshi. I'll take it as a compliment. Okay, so now we are going to go towards the third case study, the final case study. I'm going to share the screen again. So this was Rudra, and now the final one. Here we go.
A scientist had once said plastic takes 500 years to decompose. Everyone would be happy when we say no to plastic. Plastic and garbage we shall always recycle plastic and garbage because to keep Mother Earth clean. And you shall be clean, so everyone who when aliens come to our planet, they also want to live with us. Okay. Burning of plastic also leads to poisonous air pollution, and the plastic which comes from which when we burn the plastic, then the poisonous smoke pollutes the air, and when we breathe it, we might also get poisoned along with it. That's why we shall always say no to plastic and recycle it.
Okay, I'm back, teachers. So yes, this was another learner, Abhay, who would like to share a feedback on him. Please raise your hands, those who are ready to share a feedback. What happened? No hands are raised after 2 case studies. I thought that a lot of hands would be raised. Nobody wants to share a feedback? Okay, now I can see a lot of hands being raised. So we'll start with Richa Jain.
So the student's name is Abhay, right? So wonderful, Abhay. It was a great start. Your the pitch the way you started, it was wonderful. I thought I saw that you were using gestures, and your posture was also very nice. But at times I saw a repetition of certain words that you need to work on. And for this, I know when we are spontaneously speaking, sometimes we get nervous, which we might not show on our body, but it comes through our voice. So what we can do in that case is we can stay calm. We can try to move and use the stage while walking. So this will give us some easiness and some time to relax and think of some more words. And overall, it was very nice. But yes, this particular thing, if we are going to work on together, we are going to spark the stage and set it on fire.
Lovely, Richa. But right now you ended with a negative. If we work on this, we are going to do this. Conclude it with a positive statement again, Richa. Till here it was great.
Okay. So I know you have that great potential that you're going to spark the stage and you're going to overcome this particular weakness of yours. I won't use the word weakness here, rather.
Areas of improvement.
Yes.
Teachers, again, a suggestion. Weakness is a very harsh word. Rather, use a
Of course,
euphemism. That is area. Yeah, that's completely great job, Richa. Great. Urvashi, let's see. What do you have to say on Abhay's performance?
Am I audible?
Yes, Urvashi, you are audible.
Hello, ma'am. Just a minute for your information. My name is Yuvashri. So,
Yuvashri.
That's all right. Hi, Abhay. I loved your speech so much. So I loved how you emphasized the important words like garbage and plastics and poisonous gases and everything. And how I love how your thought structure was. You were like, it's a well prepared speech, and I know that from hearing that. But the only thing I see here is you panicked when you forgot some words. So remember that this is your speech and nobody else would know what you have written. So when you skip one or two words, you can just skip it. You don't have to repeat it. And if you feel like you forget some words, you don't have to like repeat it. You can repeat it in your mind and take a pass. And also that because of your panic, what I saw that you tended to like go fast on the next sentence. So the only thing is your panic. So it like affects your confidence. So if we work on that, you'll be a very good speaker. And like I really loved your speech. Thank you.
And I loved your feedback, Uvashri. And I'm, pardon me for mispronouncing your name, but I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly now. It's Uvashri, correct?
That's, yes, ma'am, that's all right. It happens.
All the valid points were included. Urvashi, just with a little practice, because right now you were fumbling a little bit. It's understood. This is your first attempt, but the pointers were bang on, Urvashi. Bang on. Loved it. Okay. Now we'll take the last one from Pallavi. But teachers, one thing. The child included aliens in his speech. Would somebody like to talk about this? If aliens come and visit our Earth, it would be a cleaner and safer place for the aliens also. If you can include this point in your feedback, it would be the icing on the cake for me. Let's see who would like to do that. Pallavi. No? Not. Okay, she lowered down her hand. Madhumita.
Maybe most of us will not be knowing about aliens. So adding aliens would be need more information about aliens. Maybe we can suggest the speaker to learn more about aliens, why the alien would invade Earth, what is the purpose of they coming here, and why do we need a cleaner Earth? Because the priority is we humans are here in Earth, so we have to take care of the humans first before we are considering aliens invading here. So it's a very valid point. I appreciate Abhay, but then it is important for us to emphasize why it is safe, why we need to have Earth more safer to we humans, and then more important, you can add more points about aliens, how they are invading, because basically when people are listening to your speech might not be having vast information about aliens. So maybe you can actually try add some more points to it. But I really appreciate that you actually added that point, because it might be a new information for most of them, because we don't know exactly the audience.
I got your point, Madhumita. So, teachers, have you heard about that 6 and 9 theory, difference in perspective? For Madhumita, it was a 6, but for me, it was a 9. You know about the 6 and 9 theory? Okay. So, yes, that is your perspective, Madhumita, and I completely respect that perspective. But my perspective is something very different on this. Somebody else would like to address this? I think, yes, Jyoti Rani.
Hi, all.
Yes, Jyoti. Only this point. Forget about everything else. I just want you to bring up this point. Yes.
Abhay, I really liked that. Maybe you are very much interested in aliens welcoming to Earth. That's a good idea.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. See, it was an out-of-box thinking. So maybe you could have appreciated the creativity of the child.
Correct.
Whenever we are writing a speech about cleanliness, pollution, most of us would write about what is happening on our earth. But he thought out of the box. He
Exactly.
said that when aliens come and visit us, you can talk about the hospitality of the child. That, you're so welcoming, you're concerned even about the aliens coming to your earth and, coming to your planet, and you're thinking about them also. So again, different educators might have different perspective on it. Most welcome, but I shared my perspective on it. Okay. So now we are going, we have completed. Teachers, please lower down your hands. We have completed about the art of giving feedback. And now I want all of you to write in the chat box on a scale of 1 to 10. How do you think, how much confident you are to share a feedback with your learners now? 9, 9, 9, 9, 5 and 4. Okay, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I'm happy to see that most of you are confident, and somebody who gave 1 or 2, they have reached to 5 or 6. That is something. Okay, so you have leveled up yourself, and that was the entire purpose of this training session, to equip you with the art of sharing feedback with your learners. Okay, now teachers, feedback is done. Now we have a very important topic to cover: mock evaluations. So what are these mock evaluations? We have discussed it. These are the 3 mandatory steps to become live. Mock 1, senior demo. Mock 2, junior or adult category. And mock 3, the senior category. We have also discussed why do we need to attempt this mocks, or why do we need to clear this mocks. Number 1, you need a lot of practice. Like today, when you practice about giving the feedback, you all got a little control over it. So to give you a lot of practice before you handle the real life classes. And we will be sharing a detailed feedback. If you need certain support or guidance from us, we will be providing you that support and guidance also. Now, teachers, please take a screenshot. And there is a change, as I mentioned earlier also. Mock 1, the deadline is Friday 9 p.m. It is not Friday 7 p.m. It is Friday 9 p.m. Mock 2, Saturday 7 p.m. Mock 3, Monday 7 p.m. If you want, take a screenshot and mention it with, color it or whatever highlighted that it is not Friday 7 p.m. It is Friday 9 p.m. Teachers, on your dashboard, you will see that mock 1 mandatory, mock 2, mock 3 non-mandatory, mock 4 mandatory. Please ignore that, teachers. I'm repeating again. All the 3 mocks are mandatory. What is the reason that mock 2, mock 3 is showing non-mandatory? Is because you get to choose between junior and adult category for your mock 2. All the 3 mocks are mandatory. And please do not wait for your results. Keep on giving your mocks. The results would be declared. It is not like that you have given your mock 1, now you'll wait for your result. No. Attempt all your 3 mocks and the results would be declared in one go, teachers. This also we have discussed. Please make sure that you wear formal clothes, and Willow will not allow you to use any kind of backdrop effect. So make sure it's a white screen or a clean wall. Very important. No furniture, nothing should be visible in the background. This is the right camera angle that you all need to maintain, because if I maintain this camera angle and I'm using my hand gestures, it will not be visible on the screen. So the right camera angle is something that is shown in the picture, in the illustration. Now, teachers, please make sure that you use your registered phone number and email address only. Now, I'm going to play a video. The lady is a technical expert. She's addressing all the issues that you might face while attempting your mocks. It is not that you are going to face these issues, but everything is being discussed here. This video is also available on your dashboard. If you want, you can watch it again before attempting your mocks. But here I'm going to play this video. The technical questions, even I might not have an answer to them. Okay, so please watch this video very carefully. I'm going to play this video. It's a long video of around 10 minutes. I'm going to play this video.
and read all the things over here. So as you can see, what will be the question first? So this mock is based on like questions. So you'll get questions here. You can see there are 11 questions over here. So this, you have to go through this, the question first, you have to go for the call confirmation. Then after that, you have to assume. So this mock is going to be something where you have to assume that there's a parent or the kid in the class, and you have to go through and answer all the questions based on the questions that are given to you over there. So after this, again, remember, since Ayansh is a 6th grade, so keep the grade 4 to 12 for Indian PPT open in front of you. Here's the link. You would have the link in the handbook. And again, you have to go ahead. It can be the international or the Indian students as well. Depends on which region you have chosen before. So after this, we'll go ahead. We'll click on Get Started. Once you get started, you would be able to see a video over here. So this video is related to how to record a great video interview. So you can watch this video, and after this, we have provided some tips for you that you can look at, and then you can click on Get Started. So please remember that you need to sit in a distraction-free area. The background should be bright. Again, I would suggest to practice before you go ahead with this. Be comfortable, make eye contact with the camera whenever possible, and I'm sure till now you would be great at doing this. All the best. We'll click on Get Started. After I click on Get Started, it would ask for permission over here as well. Since for me it's not showing, but it usually shows a permission over here to allow the camera as well as the microphone. So after you're done with this, you'll be able to see the first question, and you have to click on Record Now. Okay, so it gives you 2 seconds to prepare yourself, and then you can start recording. Again, the video should be from 4 to 5 minutes, not less than 4 minutes, because it can get discarded over there. So you'll click on Record Now, and then you'll click on Stop Record, and then you can go ahead with continue, save and continue. So again, if you made any mistake, you can get a chance over here to re-record the answer. So retakes 0 of 5, so you can have 5 retakes for the answer. I'll click on save and continue, and I'll move forward. So being uploaded, uploading question 12 of 12. You can see this over here. All the questions are here that you have given. So please don't click on save for later. Go ahead and click on next. After you click on next, what you'll be able to see is this. You can skip this one over here. No need to go with this. You can skip, and you will provide your details. You can save it, and after this, you're all done. That's it. So that's how you go with the first mock. Now again, at this time, a lot of teachers have a lot of questions related to the Willow test. A lot of teachers face a lot of problems. There are a lot of frequently asked questions that we have related to this, so I'll try to clear them out. So the concerns can be like this over here, that some teachers are unable to go to the next question. You're unable to see the done option while you're submitting the video. Some teachers can't see the option of stop recording. Again, some teachers are unable to switch between the tabs even for like a single time, and for some, the camera stops working after 7th or 8th question. There are questions where there are concerns where even after allowing all the permissions, the audio or the camera is not working. You're unable to save the videos and move to the next question. You're unable to use the practice link, or the recording button is turning while the video is still continuing, and all those things. So for this, we have few guidelines over here actually. So for this, first I'll be providing some technical guidelines and advices to you. The first would be, we always suggest that you have to use the latest version of Google Chrome. Okay, and again, the internet speed should be minimum of 5 Mbps upload and download. Second, you should not open more than 3 tabs while you're recording the mocks. And again, please don't switch between the tabs while you're recording the videos, because the video will stop. So stop, if you do it more than once, the video will stop. So stop switching between the tabs as well. Again, please check your connection. That's super important. You will obviously find issues if your connection is not great. So what you have to do is, you need to have, again, a minimum of 5 Mbps speed. Test your internet connection, your internet speed. Again, if it's less than 5 Mbps, then we suggest to switch to an alternative device or a connection. Again, if still after all these things, what is happening is you're still not able to go ahead and the technical issues are still there, what you have to do, it's the last option, it's the last resort, is to switch to your phone. Again, this is only for the extreme conditions, because the classes must be taken on the laptop. Then again, there might be some issues related to the screen getting frozen. Again, some teachers might face that the screen is getting frozen and the buttons are not working. And what's the solution for that is you need to click on the refresh button. If you click on the refresh button, what has happened, since the session has timed out, so you need to click on refresh button. And after that, the answers, they rarely get lost, even if you click on refresh button. Unless and until obviously the connection is lost. Otherwise, if you refresh the button, the answers would still be there. Then again, there would be issues with the Willow link. See, the issues with the Willow link only occurs if you don't go to the Willow link directly from the handbook or the link that has been provided to you. So what some teachers do is they copy paste the link. So what happens, there might be an error while going ahead with the link. So the link might not work at that time. So go ahead with the Willow link, but through the dashboard only, the handbook, the teacher's handbook, or the email that has been provided to you. Again, some teachers might face this error 400, while uploading the mocks on Willow. So what happens, this error is it's an error from the teachers end. It's not a tech issue from Willow's end. So what happens is you usually copy paste the link. So that's when you can get this issue over there. And the last thing that we have over here, that is a frequently asked question related to Willow, is that you're unable to log in the Willow dashboard due to maintenance error. This issue, it occasionally occurs, but if you're trying to log in into Willow dashboard and you face that the concern with the login and it shows a message, sorry for the inconvenience, but we are currently performing some essential maintenance. So what you have to do in this case, you have to close the page and retry after 2 hours. So I hope you don't find any issues related to the mock first, and I hope you do great in the mock first, and I hope I answered most of the questions.
Okay, teachers, so that was a video related to the technical issues, which I will not be able to answer. If you have any doubts, again, I'm repeating, the video is there on your dashboard. You can watch this video again. Okay.
See and read all the things over here.
Towards the closing part. That is, again, teachers, all the 3 mocks are compulsory. Please adhere to your mock timelines. Use the registered phone number and email address only. So we have come to the closing part. Before you shoot your queries at me, there are few pointers that I want all of you to remind. Number 1, please attempt your quizzes and self-sessions. Very important. Assignments, try to do it, but if you're not able to do it, leave it. So teachers, today I will not be addressing any questions on assignments. Ma'am, I tried, but the page was not working. I tried from a different device. Try and do it, but if it is not working, it's okay, teachers. Okay? So with this, we come to to the end of day 3, session 2. Tomorrow, we will be discussing how to interact with the parents. Okay. Till now, we have learned how to interact with the learners, how to conduct demos. But tomorrow, our topic would be how to interact with the parents. That is before the demo, how to make a slot confirmation call, and how to wind up the demo. This is our agenda for tomorrow's session. So please join on time. Now, yes, I am ready to take all your queries and all your feedback. So we'll start with Monica. Yes, Monica.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Ma'am,
afternoon.
when can we start doing the mocks?
Okay.
Can we
today-
start?
Yeah, please.
You continue. No, you continue.
Okay, see, till tomorrow you have your mandatory training. Correct?
Right.
So you need to attend all your trainings, and the links would be active on Friday. Sometimes they're active on Thursday also, but Friday morning the links would be active 100%. But what I want all of you is that you have an optional training on Friday. If I would have been in your place, I would have attended the Friday's afternoon training also, because there is a query session also. So listening to all these doubts, and I would have attempted my mock at around 6 or 7. But the ball is in your court, Monica. Thursday night, the links would be active. So if you want, you can attempt the link on Thursday as well. But again, my recommendation, please attend the afternoon training and then try and attempt your mocks. But again, the choice is yours.
The link will be active on Thursday night.
If not Thursday night, Friday morning, 100%. Yes.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Varsha.
So one of my question was already addressed, that when can we start with our mocks. One more thing, then when we'll be attempting the mocks, the questions will be there. So we will have to we have to just imagine some imaginary figure, and then we have to do that.
Yes, it would be a one-way interaction, Varsha.
Okay, so I mean, we will have to keep ready with our script and all, like what are we going to deliver and all, somewhat like that. Would you be able to guide in that?
Okay, what I'll do is I'll tell you. When I attempted, it was a very different case because we didn't have Willow platforms at time. It was a one-to-one interaction with the auditor and me, the interviewer and me. But for you guys, what you can do is you can open the Willow link, read the question very carefully. If the question is related to the junior demo PPT, open the tab of junior demo PPT. Prepare yourself really well that, okay, these are the points that I need to cover. If not, take a screenshot of that particular thing because, when you switch the tabs quite often, sometimes there is a problem in Willow. You're not allowed to switch the tabs quite often. So what you can do is read the question, then go to the script, prepare yourself really well, come back to the Willow platform, start recording, give your answer. If you're satisfied, okay. If you're not satisfied, teachers Willow allows you to take 5 retakes for each and every answer. That is the best part about it. So this is how you can go about it, Varsha. You don't have to memorize everything, read one question. Open book examination suniye kahin pe.
Yes.
So it is basically that. Everything is there in front of you because here, see, content we are giving you. So we are not focusing on the content. We are focusing how you are delivering that content. That is more important to us. So the content is there. Refer it. Come back to the Willow platform. Answer it. Satisfied. Great. Not. Take another retake. 5 retakes are allowed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we have Robert.
Yes. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, Robert.
Actually, I completed 6 out of 12 stages and I got a message that congratulations, you can now start taking demo classes and get students from Planet Spark.
Ignore it. Sometimes I got this message from one of my trainers in the evening batch. Ignore
Okay.
it. You will not be allowed to. Until and unless you attempt your mocks, clear your mocks, you will not be allowed. Ignore it. That is a technical glitch. I have already written a mail.
Yes, totally. I have completed 6. Still, what it shows is something like OJT, on-job training stages. Still, it is rookie, warm-up, learner.
Okay, Robert, I told you that there are 12 self sessions. 6 you need to complete before the onboarding. And once you're onboarded, then the remaining 6, the on-job training team will guide you how to complete those self sessions. So till day 10, you need to focus. You've already done your part of self sessions.
I'm on the right track.
Now relax.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Disha.
Ma'am, in my dashboard, it's showing 4 mock tests. So what should I do? And you are saying we have to give 3 mock tests.
Who would answer this question? I told you that on your dashboard, it will be written mock 1 mandatory, mock 2 non-mandatory, mock 3 non-mandatory, mock 4 mandatory. Correct? Why it is showing... Sorry?
Something.
Sorry?
Adult and senior, you have told something.
Junior, yes, junior and adult. Okay, so mock 1 is for senior category. Mock 2 and 3, why they are showing non-mandatory? Because you have to choose between junior or adult. Okay, some teachers might not be comfortable with the senior category. Some teachers might not be comfortable handling the junior category. So we have given them this option that you choose according to your preference. That is why it is showing non-mandatory. But altogether, teachers, you have to attempt 3 mocks. I'll repeat myself. Friday before 9 p.m. mock 1, that is for senior category. Saturday 7 p.m. you can choose between the junior category or the adult category. And finally Monday 7 p.m. third category, that is the senior category again. So all the 3 mocks are mandatory. Okay, Disha?
Thanks, ma'am, for creative and smooth session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Disha. Thank you. Now we have Sheetal.
Okay, ma'am, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
So, ma'am, in the Willow platform, we cannot share videos or we cannot share anything. So, if we have to conduct a demo there, how will we conduct the demo without a presentation or
See,
videos?
even we understand that on Willows, you're not allowed to share your screen. So the questions would be according to that only. You don't have to share the screen. Maybe it would be like, okay, the child is not interacting. How are you going to do the ice breaking session? How are you going to convince the parents that both the parents are needed? So in that case, you don't need to share your screen. It would be written. Refer to slide number 6, 7, 8 from the junior demo PPT. The
So
instructions
actually,
would be
we'll not
very
have to take a complete demo as such.
no, not the entire demo. Just parts of it would
One
be
part
given
of
to you. Case studies would be given to you, and you have to. If you don't have questions, can we leave? Yes, teachers,
Yeah.
all those who don't have any questions, they can leave the session.
And one more question, ma'am. So once we clear this demo round, and once we are onboarded, which lectures we will have to conduct then? What will be the regular batches? Which topics we will teach then?
See, for the demos, it is the same PPT that I took you through for junior
Yes.
and senior. For the regular classes, you'll have a different regular class lesson plan. That would be there on your screen once the child is enrolled.
Okay, so as soon as that is enrolled, then we can learn that from that.
Yes. For example, if I'm a learner, I'm enrolling with you for 40 classes, then the learn plan for 40 classes would be there on your dashboard. You don't have to do anything. Day 1, this is what you have to teach to the child.
Okay.
Day 2, this is what you have to, and the content would also be given to you.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have Shireen.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you said that 153 classes, 160 classes. What is that, ma'am? What is that number of classes?
165 classes is the highest number of classes that we recommend to our learners. You know, Shireen, when you have conducted my demo, I would say that, okay, ma'am, I want to enroll for 20 classes. As an educator, you have to recommend 165 classes because, you know, teachers, great things do take some time. I cannot commit to someone that in 20 classes, I'll make you a confident public speaker. So that is the maximum number of classes, 165. That is called our excellence course. That is what you have to pitch to the parents and learners.
Ma'am, for one student, we have to take so many classes. 160.
100
classes.
Shireen,
For
I
one
have students who have already completed their 165 classes and then they have again renewed themselves.
This is the main course duration. Like
Yes.
classes
This
is
is the
course duration.
entire course duration, but tomorrow you'll learn that if sometimes the parents say that, no, I want to enroll my child for maybe 50 classes, 60 classes, what to do in that scenario, that we are going to learn tomorrow, Shireen. How to handle and dodge the situation. We are going to dive deep into this tomorrow. Okay, now we have Rehana Sajid.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Rehana.
Yeah, I am Rehana from Bangalore. Ma'am, from past 3 days, I've been raising my hand. I think I didn't get a chance, but that's okay. It's a part of, I can understand there are so many teachers on board so that's why I thought, okay, ma'am, I got an opportunity to talk. Ma'am, I really want to thank you because I've been teaching English for the past 12 years and I have not learned anything of this sort in my teaching career. So this is the new learning for me. I'm really so happy to have learned this from you and it will be a new beginning, hopefully. Thank you, ma'am, for being one of the best educators, I can say, as I am a student now under you. So
Coming this from an experienced teacher, you know, somebody who holds an experience of 12 years, yes, it has made my day, Rehana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I have to unlearn many things and I'm relearning now all the new things with the new generation of kids. And
Very
it's going to be a
important.
very big challenge, ma'am. And I think that last part, that is the feedback section, I was just struggling, everything I have to keep an, ear to what the child is saying and note down that. And it's going to be a really tough road ahead, but it's not impossible.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
nothing is impossible. Together we are going to do it, Rehana.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Now we have Atirek Sinha.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I want to ask about the mock test. Is all the question in the mock test will be the video questions?
No.
So we have to attend all the question in one go.
Dedicated 1 hour. You know, it's not like you are attempting 6 questions and taking a break of half an hour. The Willow would not accept that.
No, means the mock will be of 1 hour, according to you.
Estimated 1 hour. Why I am calling it estimated 1 hour, Atiret? Because see, you don't want any retakes. In that case, you'll be able to complete it within 45-50 minutes. But if I am taking retakes after retakes for each and every question, it would stretch to 2 hours also. So
Yes,
that is why we say estimated time.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Now we have Anushka.
Ma'am, I want to ask that before attempting the mock test, we have to prepare for those questions. But how we can prepare for those questions if back-to-back concentration also? If the questions are showing back-to-back, then how should we
No, the
prepare?
questions will not be showing back to back, Anushka. You have opened the Willow platform. Okay, let's understand the entire scenario. I want to attempt my mocks. Okay, I took a deep breath. I told my son, my husband, not to disturb me for another maybe 70-75 minutes. I opened the Willow platform. I read the first question. Okay, so I've read the first question and it is about maybe the slot confirmation call, which we are going to discuss tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll open the slot confirmation script. I'll read the question and I'll look for the pointers which I need to include in my answer. Okay, I've prepared myself really well for question number 1. I'll click on the start button. The recording would start. I would deliver my answer and I'll click on the stop button. Done. Then I'll read the second question. I'll prepare myself really well again on it and then do the same thing. So this is how it goes.
Ma'am, the question will include what topic we have to teach or something.
See, Anushka, this is something which I'm not allowed to discuss, but believe me, if you have attended the 4 days training, it's going to be a walk in the park for all of you. Very, very easy. Okay, if you have attended the 4 days training, Anushka.
Okay, so Planet Spark will provide some presentation also for the mock test.
The presentations are already there on your dashboard, Anushka. Demo content tab. You know, the questions would revolve around the senior category, the junior category, the slot confirmation. Everything is already there on your dashboard, Anushka.
Okay, whenever I will attend my mock test, then it's showing in the...
Yes, it is also there right now. If you want, you can explore it. After the sessions, maybe you can just explore it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Now we have Nidhi Arora. But before Nidhi that, let me take up the queries in the chat box. I can see there are certain... okay, Pallavi has written, that's a big message. Learning with you has been a transformative experience. Your ability to simplify complex concepts, ignite curiosity, and create a safe space for expression truly stands out. You don't just teach, you inspire. Every session left us more confident, not just in the subject, but in our ability to deliver and engage like a true educator. Your guidance didn't just shape our skills, it reshaped the mindset. I'm grateful for your energy, empathy, and the excellence you bring to teaching. Thank you for being such a kind mentor who leaves a lasting impact. Thank you so much, Pallavi. Thank you. Thank you. Enchanting smile, confidence, and team spirit. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, Pallavi. Where are you? Maybe you can raise your hand. Okay, Pallavi Reddy from Tirupati. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Pallavi. Okay, now we have Nidhi Arora. Nidhi?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is regarding the demo class only. In the slot confirmation, if the parent says that he or she is available only for the last 15 minutes, so are we like, can we take the demo for that?
No. At least the presence of the parents is needed for good 40 minutes. Tomorrow we are going to discuss in detail how to take a call about it. We are going to discuss in detail when we are making this call. Last 15 minutes, no, at least for good 30, 35, 40 minutes, the presence of the parents is needed.
And maybe last 15 minutes, that's why, because at that time only the feedback would be...
but it is not only about sharing feedback, Nidhi. We want them to experience our entire session, like the pause button, everything, how we are transforming. So anything which is less than 40, 45 minutes, no. Say that, ma'am, we will reschedule the session. Whenever you are free, whenever you can give us one dedicated hour, we would reschedule the session then. Thank you. Now we have the last query from Preeti Verma. Yes, Preeti.
Hi, I think, Shilpa ma'am, the question that Anushka was trying to ask, I had that little bit in my mind as well. And I think you took care of it. For example, the mock question that we're supposed to record, the answer that we're supposed to record, the content for that from the slide will be present there on the screen, right? For example, if I have to say a story or
I'm so
maybe.
sorry, Preeti. It will not be present on the screen. You'll have to find out that content from the demo content tab. It will not be there on the Willow platform.
Okay, so you're saying that I keep the slide open for me, like on another tab, and I can go to the slide and pick the content for myself to answer and record.
Again, I'll elaborate on it. Preeti, if you're a tech-savvy person and you know how to split the screen, go ahead and do that. In that case, Willow platform is here and the content is here. But if you're not a tech-savvy person like me, what I would do is I would take a screenshot of the script that I have to read. Okay. So the Willow platform is open on my laptop and on my phone, I have the script here with me. So in case I feel that I need to refer to the script, it is right there in front of my eyes. Anything that suits you, Preeti. Anything.
When you say the script, you mean the PPTs that you've been showing us, the content that you have shown us, those particular things.
Yes. For example, if they ask you, how would you explain the EPL approach to a child? Correct. Or what this EPL stands for. So you know that I need to refer to this particular, and the slide numbers would also be mentioned in the questions. Refer to slide number 55 to 58 from your junior demo PPT. It is very, very smooth and easy, Preeti. Once you start attempting it, you'll be like, अरे कितने questions पूछे थे, ये सब तो कोई relevant ही नहीं है, ये तो बड़ा easy हो रहा है मेरे लिए.
Okay. Or maybe to make it easy for ourselves, we can take printouts of the presentation also.
But कितने printouts निकालोगे?
There
are around 120 pages, so it won't be possible to you. So maybe just taking a screenshot or keeping it on your phone is the ideal thing. But whatever suits you, go ahead and do that, Preeti.
Thank you. Thank you, Shilpa.
Thank you. Now the last query from Siddesh. Yes, Siddesh.
Yeah, suppose by any chance you miss the mock on a specific day, suppose network issue or any such issue, so can we reschedule the mock?
You'll have to write a mail to the TX training team. If they feel that it is a genuine issue, yes, they'll give you another deadline, but not like कि हाँ आज party में जाना है तो नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. In that case, they'll not listen to you, Siddesh.
ठीक है, चलेगा. Okay, thanks.
है ना? So thank you so much, teachers. Again, all the queries are solved. Yes. Thank you so much for cooperating with me again. It was a wonderful session, and tomorrow we are going to discuss about the parent-teacher interaction. So teachers, please join on time. Looking forward to meet you tomorrow. Tomorrow we would be interacting for the last time. Then you would be taken care of by some other mentor. So yes, keep learning, keep growing. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for all the lovely hearts. Sheetal, Swati, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thanks, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.